I think, I mean, a theme that I write about is always like about love. Like at the end of the day, I am like a very romantic writer, and I don't really see myself writing about anything else because that's kind of like the main focal point for my music right now. But yeah, that's what it's always kind of been. Yeah.
We've been here before. No, I'd ask you. No, I'd tell you. I'll give you a call when you come through. Girl, I know you will.
Okay, go ahead. Lance, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Lance, and I live in Concord.
You know, I think that like a lot of my inspiration has totally come from my parents and what they listened to growing up, and you know, they were always supportive of me, you know, doing music. Because everyone in my family did karaoke, so like that was a contribution to me getting comfortable singing.
Come on, everybody! We will rock you! Thank you!
I think middle school was like when I was considering, you know, maybe I can make music one of these days, but you know, I was in middle school, so I didn't really, you know much. And then finally junior year, I go through my first heartbreak, and I was fucking devastated, you know? I listened to a lot of Blonde, and I cried in class and stuff. And then eventually, you know, I texted my friend Cyrus. I was like, hey dude, I wrote this thing during my gov class. You want to come to my house after school and write something? And I didn't really think of any consumer but myself and then my ex-girlfriend at the time. And then I just kind of released like SoundCloud links. And I'm like, hey guys, check it out. But really, I'm like, yo, you know, I wrote this about you, check it out. And yeah, I don't know. It was really for myself. And then, you know, kind of like getting over it. And then I realized, you know, more people should hear it. Yeah, this area is like, you know, I get off from work, come here, think, write. We're gonna get to that spot that I'm kind of talking about in a second. All right, yeah, we're gonna walk. I'm trying to think where it is. Yeah, this way. Right here. I'll kind of just sit. Just chilling out. Yeah. When a specific song came out of mine, I definitely had an imposter syndrome kind of like response to it, and it was probably like an anxious period in my life. But then after that point, when I started journaling, a lot of my stress went away, and all the thoughts that were kind of just more so like just built up anxiety was just like let out, you know. And I think it's really important to journal, like to say things that you can't like say out loud. You know, there's always like someone listening to you, kind of. Yeah, but I don't know, like I'll have like a panic attack or something. I could just, and then it's a song, a hit song. Who knows?
I want you still. How are you feeling?
Probably when they could just.
How did I first meet Lance? I think I met Lance before most of these guys. We were in high school choir together. We just like messed around and sang songs, whatever.
I had saw Lance perform at one of our school rallies, and I'd never seen anybody actually with creative intent at our school. But yeah, he was good. And then I asked Grant if he had known that guy because Grant was in choir at the time. And he's like, yeah, that was Lance. He's pretty cool. He's pretty good at singing.
It all started off like without the idea of anyone having like a career in it or anything like that, even though that was something we all wanted. Like, it was just like, you know, Lance like wants to make music and we all wanted to make music too. So like, we would just hang out with Lance and make music.
How does working with Lance work? It's very spontaneous, to say the least. I don't think there's like a rhyme or reason to like how we do stuff.
The vibe is very casual. We're trying to like be a little bit less casual because like we're all friends.
So a typical session, we'll all usually show up a little bit late, and then we'll like go to Toto's, Santos, is like the little place by here where we get food and like get like yerbs or whatever.
How many do you think I bought in the past year? This year?
Over $1 million.
Over $1 million. Or probably a lot of money.
And we kind of hang out for a lot of the time before we get to work.
It's kind of like messing around until it feels like you're not messing around anymore. And then you get into a groove and then it just starts like snowballing, and then next thing you know, you got a demo ready.
I mean, with Truman, what's crazy about that, I took a nap, and I woke up and I remembered this like guitar riff in my dream. I voice memoed it. I sent it over to my friend Kate. We write the chorus, we write the first verse, and then I don't know why, but we were watching the Truman Show. I mean, from the jump, it was like a very colorful song. And then after they left, I was kind of thinking of the Truman Show. I was like, visually, for some reason, this is giving me a reason to write the rest of the song. And then when things like that happen, I'll like get no sleep. You know, I stayed up until probably like 6 a.m. and then I wrote like the whole song.
You know, I try to imagine you look at me different as I know you should.
Before that, Holbrook had like kind of, it hit a few little Spotify playlists, but when Truman came out and it got onto like bigger playlists, we were like, whoa.
You know, I wake up and then it was like number 5 on Fresh Finds, and then like eventually like it got like 30,000 probably like in a week, and then I was like, yo, this is like fucking crazy.
I can't believe we put out a song that's now, it's like every month we'd be like, it's not leaving this playlist. Oh, it's going on to a new playlist. It's so consistently gaining traction.
Yeah, it is my biggest song, but at the end of the day, just having it speak to someone is the most important thing to me.
It really was just a passion project, and we didn't really know what was gonna happen. It was really wild, and it did instill a new confidence in us that like, we can do it from anywhere, we can do it in any genre, you know, as long as we have a creative vision and a sound.
How y'all feeling?
Sweet like honey. Sweet like honey. Don't say you love me unless you back it up, 'cause words nothing to me. You call me deep, but lucky me, most it's something. I let my heart down in your words. Sweet like
My favorite track we've done, it's gotta be Honey. Working with a ton of talented musicians, doing a ton of diverse recordings and sounds.
Yeah, I mean, that song specifically, that was a grueling process because it's like, you know, they laid all their stuff down, we take trips to LA, and that, you know, it probably took about like 6 months to finish that song.
But Honey is like a couple loops that all really work well together.
It's just a Bay Area anthem, really, when it comes down to it. Our first time going to LA, we collaborated with other artists that are literally from like 20 minutes away from here. So that song also just came together, like we just instantly clicked with them, I would say.
I mean, just beautiful people here, and like, you know, some of my best friends have spawned out of the Bay Area, and I think that's why it's so special to me. I couldn't do what I do without, you know, my band, and you know, them just kind of like inspiring me and us pushing each other.
Working with him as an artist and as like one of my closest friends, like I feel he knows that the value of his work is combined with the value of our work.
Like I look at that and I'm like, Rafa did that, Cyrus did that, Grant did that, I wrote that little part with Christian, and just kind of like pointing out like, yeah, like everyone that I know and love have done something in this song that I couldn't have done myself.
Just has that feel of like just getting together and like creating something that's cool, and there's not really like a pressure to fit into a certain sound.
I don't know, just like being around people that like love the music as much as me, I feel like that's kind of what like keeps us all together.
I've kind of confided in the fact that like, you know, I have my team and I'm gonna work with them for the rest of my life. So, and yeah, I don't know, I think it's kind of the coolest way to keep things interesting too.
Things are gonna be different. Music's gonna be different for all of us, I feel like, in the next month, next year, next 10 years.
I think at the end of the day, just having people like helping you out and like make the best version of what your art could be is the most important. And I think if you make the truest form of your art, the people who are truly lovers of music, they will find you.